It's amazing how many famous actors have given their voices to animated characters over the years. Voiceover acting is fun for many famous people who like to act in different ways. Chances are you've watched some of these shows and movies and didn't realize whose voice you were hearing. So stay with me till the end of this video as I reveal to you the voices behind your favorite cartoon characters. Now, without any further delay, let's get into the video. First in the list here is Phil Hartman, Dennis the Menace. Most kids in the 1980s watched the Dennis the Menace cartoon series at some point. It followed the adventures of the troublemaker boy named Dennis the Menace. Like the former black and white live-action series of the same name, it was based on the Hank Ketchum comic book. I bet you never knew that funny actor Phil Hartman voiced Mr. Wilson in the first season. Phil Hartman rose to fame on Saturday Night Live the same year. He provided the voice of Mr. Wilson in the first season of the cartoon. Maybe that's why he didn't return for season 2 of Dennis the Menace. He went on to appear in films such as House Guest and Jingle All the Way. Tragically, he was killed by his wife in his sleep in 1998. The next is Mila Kunis, Family Guy. Meg Griffin is the teenage daughter of the Seth MacFarlane series Family Guy. She doesn't look or act much like the famous actress who portrays her. It's Mila Kunis who gives the voice to Meg. Mila has had many leading roles in films like Oz the Great and Powerful and Bad Mothers. Mila Kunis wasn't always Meg's voice. She was first portrayed by Seth's sister Rachel MacFarlane in the show's original storyline. Then, for the rest of the show's first season, the character was voiced by Lacey Chabert, the actress who rose to fame as the precocious young sister in Party of Five. Mila Kunis has been playing Meg most of the time since the show's second season. Next up, Michael Cera, the Berenstain Bears. Michael Cera was the voice of Brother Bear, the eldest son of Mama Bear and Papa Bear. Brother Bear was one of the main characters in the show, which is based on the popular children's book series. Episodes of the Berenstain Bears also focus on many of the storylines in the books. After voicing Brother Bear in the series, Michael Cera would go on to act in films such as Juno and Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Any idea who voiced Peanut? Superstar Fergie, whose full name is Stacey Ann Ferguson, has been a tough act since she was a child star. She was in elementary school when she first appeared on television screens of the Disney Channel Kids Incorporated show. She was also a child when she provided the iconic voice of Sally Brown, Charlie Brown's younger sister, in several specials in the Peanuts franchise. Fergie voiced Sally Brown in the television special It's a Flash Beagle, Snoopy's Getting Married, and Charlie Brown. Fergie isn't the only famous person to play Sally. Jodie Sweetin, who is once again playing Stephanie Tanner in Fuller House, played Sally Brown in It's Christmas Again, Charlie Brown, along with Mindy Ann Martin. And now for Cameron Diaz, Shrek. Princess Fiona of Shrek is a very different kind of princess. She was a beautiful princess who suffered from a unique curse. She turned into an ogress each night. She was determined to break the curse until she fell in love with an ogre named Shrek. Starting with the original Shrek movie, Princess Fiona was voiced by a beautiful Hollywood star, Cameron Diaz. Shrek himself is also portrayed by well-known actor Mike Myers of Austin Powers fame. Cameron Diaz told the New York Times that she has matured during her time voicing Princess Fiona, and she hopes to do that again. Next in the list is George Clooney, the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fantastic Mr. Fox is a Wes Anderson movie that is really different from the kind of movie the quirky director is known for making. The stop-motion animated film was based on the Roald Dahl children's book of the same name. The title character, Mr. Fox, is sometimes called Foxy and was voiced by George Clooney. George Clooney voiced Fox in this film, which was so well received that it received 2 Oscar nominations. He recently called for a boycott of the LGBT death penalty in Brunei. George Clooney is becoming as well known for his serious efforts as an activist as he is for his leading roles as an actor. Now we have Meryl Streep, the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Who could defend herself as a voiceover actress against George Clooney's considerable charm and talents? In Fantastic Mr. Fox, Felicity Fox, aka Mrs. Fox, was portrayed by Meryl Streep. She calls her husband Foxy as a catchy nickname and adores him, but can be cruel when she realizes he has lied to her. She is brave and a good mother. Not surprisingly, Meryl Streep brings a special depth to the character of Felicity Fox beyond the written words. Other celebrities who voiced the film include Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, and Owen Wilson. Next up is Arsenio Hall, the real Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters became a cultural phenomenon in the 1980s. The Real Ghostbusters was an animated TV show that was a sequel to the 1984 blockbuster film Ghostbusters. It ran from 1986 to 1990. 1991. Winston Zeddemore of The Real Ghostbusters was portrayed by an actor who would find fame as the host of his own late-night talk show in the 1990s. Arsenio Hall voiced Winston Zeddemore in The Real Ghostbusters for the show's first 3 seasons. His career must have gotten too busy to allow him to continue portraying the character, and Buster Jones played a role in the show's last 4 seasons. Arsenio Hall is now best known for The Arsenio Hall Show, which was widely watched and referenced in the early 1990s. So, what about the cast of Happy Feet? Happy Feet is a movie that can honestly be described as adorable. While many celebrities lend their voices to characters in Happy Feet, many people don't realize that Hugh Jackman is the voice behind the Memphis character. Memphis is a fitting name for a character whose song is Elvis Presley's Heartbreak Hotel. Nicole Kidman plays his wife Norma Jean in the movie, and Elijah Wood portrays their son Mumble. Other celebrities from the film include Robin Williams, Brittany Murphy, and Steve Irwin. Next up, Alec Baldwin, Rise of the Guardians. Rise of the Guardians is a 2012 computer-animated 3D film that was partially based on the book series The Guardians of Childhood by William Joyce. These whimsical characters from the movie are famous childhood figures, such as the Tooth Fairy, the Sandman, the Easter Bunny, and of course Santa Claus. The latter character is portrayed by an actor who rose to fame in the 1980s. Alec Baldwin voiced Santa Claus in The Rise of the Guardians. His character, Nicholas St. North, Santa Claus, is considered the Guardian of Wonder, and he is the leader of the Guardians. Do you know that Michael J. Fox was the voice behind Stuart Little? Stuart Little is one of the most recognizable characters in classic children's fiction. The 1999 family comedy film was based on the novel Stuart Little by B. White. While much of the film is live action, 2 characters are created using animatronic props, live animals, and CGI, computer-generated imagery. Stuart Little is voiced by Michael J. Fox, who is never seen in the film. Michael J. Fox had already enjoyed a hugely successful television career as the star of Family Ties in the 1980s when he signed on to play Stuart Little. He has also starred in such beloved films as Back to the Future and Doc Hollywood. Nathan Lane also voices the character of Snowbell and is not seen on screen. Next in the list is Jerry Hauser, Flintstones sequels. Since his memorable debut as Oski in the summer of '42, Jerry Hauser has enjoyed a career as one of the most prolific actors and voice actors in show business history. In addition to playing Bam Bam, Jerry Hauser also voiced Spud in Idiot Troopers, Sandstorm in The Transformers, and Sci-Fi in G.I. Joe. He also starred as Wally Logan, Marsha Brady's husband, in several sequels and films to The Brady Bunch. Jerry Hauser continues his dynamic career as a producer and actor, and now he teaches voice acting too. Finally, Jonathan Taylor Thomas in The Lion King. The Lion King has become a Disney classic, and the live-action adaptation of the animated film hit the big screen in 2019. Much has been made of the celebrity cast of the new film, but many people don't realize that the film original had celebrities among the cast members as well. For example, young Simba was voiced by a major child star of the 1990s. Jonathan Taylor Thomas is the voice of Simba in The Lion King. Early in his career, Jonathan Taylor Thomas played the son of Greg Brady in the sequel to the 1990 series The Bradys. He went on to star as one of the Tim Allen sons of Home Improvement, and he soon appeared in most issues of teen magazines throughout most of the 1990s. The down-to-earth child actor stayed out of the spotlight as an adult. So that concludes today's video. If you found the video helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family. Also, do let me know in the comment section who your favorite cartoon character is. Thanks for watching. See you next time.